Libras, how you doing? It's Dharma here to do a weekly for you. This is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus cross watchers. This is the spirit part of the mind, body, spirit alignment. We also do the yoga and the meditations. We have the daily moons. We do group chats. All kinds of awesome things. If there's an extended, the link for that is going to be in the box below. Okay. So while I was meditating, right, I kept hearing a telltale heart. Telltale Heart. And I don't know if you know what that poem, it's a poem by Edgar Allan Poe. It's the one where he kills the guy or what, I can't remember, but anyway, he's haunted by the heartbeat. It's like even though the thing is dead and gone, he can still feel the heartbeat of it in the background or hear it, and it's driving him crazy. And it just feels really symbolic of like someone who tried to push something away and it's still there. Ace of Wands. So we have a character here who is, she might be making plans, drawing something even, maybe sketching, or it feels just maybe like organizing. There could be some distant dream or whatever in the background that she's trying to manifest, but it is, she's smiling but not smiling. It feels like dutifully moving forward, trying to just get after it. But the Ace of Wands, it almost feels like she's doing that because she can, because something new has finally arrived. Or it could be like she's manifesting in this dream journal or whatever this is right here. That's the Ace of Wands that she wants. Whatever that thing is in the background, that's what she's sketching. And this is a person in your either Libra or in the energy of the world. A whole new world. It's like sketching out a whole new world. And then I heard a telltale heart. It's like there's a heartbeat of this thing in the background. On the Raven's Nest or something, I'll put up a link to telltale heart. But it's, I keep saying it. What does that mean? The telltale heart. The heartbeat, you can't, it's not something you can escape. It's like you can't lie to your heart. It'll always give it away. But the world is an ending and a beginning, alpha, omega. It's the start. Sometimes I see it as things on the internet. But it's just like someone is coming out like, let's just do this. Knight of Swords. So the other thing is that this particular feminine here who's ever trying to manifest this Ace of Wands, she probably doesn't see this one coming. She's looking down, she's focusing on whatever, you know, whatever's in her journal here, manifestation wall, what have you. The only reason I'm saying she's not like excited about the, and I'm she because it's a she in the picture. Okay, if this resonates for you and you're a dude, that's you. The only reason I'm saying that this person is not like wicked stoked about their manifestation journal is because of the look on their face. It's the feeling of loss. Like, well, I guess that's not going to happen from this King of Swords. And this particular King of Swords, he could have dark features, you know, like tall, dark, and handsome. But they're a King of Swords. I mean, they just speak when they want to speak. It's the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords sneaking up on her like she, and it doesn't feel it doesn't feel like sneakery. Okay, but it feels like this one here is at an alpha omega place. She's like in a transition. She's standing in the middle of the world, waiting for the thing to calibrate or whatever. She's like, okay, did this. Now let's work on doing that. And in the meantime, here come this Leo. This person, I heard make you purr. 10 of Pentacles. Someone here has an offer. A 10 of Pentacles style offer. And then it might be like, let me show you. And there's dogs and she's all, oh my. Someone wants to show you something. So you go from, they come forward out of nowhere with the news. That's what a knight does, is they take the action to be like, hey, let's strengthen this long-term thing. I want to show you something. It's like, I'm obsessed. Like, it feels like a very Libra moment. Like that moment where you walk up into this Victorian mansion and you're like, I'm Victorian Barbie right now. And it feels like she looks back at this dream journal like, oh my God, I totally asked for that. I did totally ask for that, and here it is. Like, like, good job, King of Swords. Well done. So, tell me what this strengthening offer looks like. And then I heard telltale heart. Telltale heart. It's ridiculous. Like, she's trying to fucking mind her own business and manifest. And in the background, her heart is beating for someone else or something that she tried to put to bed. It won't die. Like, it's maddening. Just like in that poem. He goes crazy. I mean, it was Poe. But it was, tell me about this, like, offer. It's a change, a big one. And right when I said that, I just heard the mail come. But that noise. Probably having to drive somewhere. But it could be start, stop, like that mail truck. But this is, they want to change that. This person may have, like, kept you in a ball of yarn. Like a cat. And you just sat there and, like, they were hoping you would just play with that. Here, play with this yarn, which I like to call a relationship. And you just sit there and be comfortable with that. And then I think she was probably like, no, which is why she turned her back over here and she's manifesting something else. So now the strategy is then to change that narrative. The idea here is to change the entire narrative in this relationship. It feels like okay, so this is communication. And it's been developing over a long time. And the whole thing has been complicated. It feels like a cat in yarn. Except that's not really complicated. Like, if the cat would stop thrashing about, it could probably just slide right out of the yarn. But it feels like we've got ourselves in so deep at this point that now there is karma to pay or something to work out, or the entire narrative needs to change. And so they come forward. with a changed narrative. Now, what is it over here that she's wanting to manifest or is manifesting? This woman. Communication. It's contentment. That's my point. It's not like she was overly stoked. She just wants to be, I just want to be okay, be okay, be okay. I just want to be okay today. I love that song. With like some kind of house. This is asking for roots. And she won't stop. She's not going to stop doing that. She's in a cycle where she's not interested in anything but this, and that's why she's holding on to this particular Ace of Rods. Like, this is the life that I want. These are the boundaries that I'm putting on this. That's what the world means, boundaries and restrictions too. And the snowflake talks about a precise pattern. She might keep going in this pattern where it's like, oh, you're gonna come in and show me whatever, I'm super stoked. And then she goes, nope, that's not the Ace of Wands that I want. I want this one. I want contentment in this area of my life. That's what I want. And it's caused a stalemate. And now they're like, okay, so they don't want to be in the ball of yarn. So what you're saying is, it does feel like that. Like, what do I do now? The Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. It's like it's in their hands. We have J, W, C, R, W. W. And then you have the heart again. So here's the thing about this particular King of Swords. Okay. He's got the mask on. This is that same, it's like that emperor, the big lion emperor that still wears the armor. Like, he's a lion. Like, he comes equipped with weapons, like, you know, but he puts the armor on anyway. He doesn't need to do that. This person is like guarded, and why did they want to, what was the deal with the yarn? Like, it's funny to tee-hee-hee, ha-ha-ha, but seriously, it's like he gave him a ball of yarn. It was like, this is the situation that we're gonna temperance. It worked for them. Ace of Wands. But then the Tower. That's my point. She puts up the boundaries. She keeps doing that. The world is accomplishment of cycles, duty, responsibility, governing, time and matter, structure, achievement, commitments, boundaries, integration, and restrictions. Right? And the Tower, Five of Pentacles, like, bye. But it wasn't, but it's not tee-hee, bye. It's, this is what I want. And I wish that it was with you, but it clearly is not going to be, so sayonara. And they just don't handle it very well. Like, they don't handle it very well at all. Because Two of Cups. In a real way. Like, this probably was some kind of like really deep soul connection, and this one was always temperance for that one. And when I freaked out and talked about temperance the other day on one of the lives, temperance can sometimes also equal complacency in order to keep the peace. And this one here isn't having it. That's why it keeps being a cycle, a pattern. And they get it now. And so it looks like there's some kind of alternative action. There is a conversation taken here on two levels. They each came up with the communication card, but she's already like, So the Fool, they're gonna have to try something else. Okay, let's go to the extended and see what that something else is. And the link for all that is in the box below. Join us for yoga and the daily moons and the daily chats. Till next time, bye.